What do you see?
Wrestling.
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 Yeah, Ring of Honor. Wrestling.
What's wrong with you people? Wrestling isn't real. Professor, I could... Wrestling!
You're not crazy. You're just a wrestling fan. Let's talk wrestling. The Wrestling is Wrestling video podcast only on YouTube.com and the OSW Review Podcast Network.
Yeah, 97 reference number 2. Do you remember Underhurst Helmsley and then he changed into Triple H? Remember, there was a couple of weeks in between where they were trying to figure out what's his new nickname gonna be, and JR tried to coin the phrase, try. I don't like what try said. Try, yeah.
Did I tell you I actually found try? Yes. 1, it exists. And 2, found it.
Did you find it?
No, one of the guys said, "Hey, try."
Does
he
Steve
doesn't know?
know?
He doesn't know.
He found it.
Oh my god.
I don't believe it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Triple H is gonna finish what DX started. Tell him try.
Try.
You know, in the back. What DX started. Tell him try.
Try.
Neidhart, the White Rhino.
Awesome.
Incredible.
There we go.
Incredible.
4 years of build.
Hello and welcome to OSW Review, the old school wrestling video podcast. Filmed in glorious grapple vision and encoded with blast processing, we chronologically critique wrestling storylines pay-per-view by pay-per-view. This is your host, your boy, Jay Hunter, joined as ever with Mr. OSC and V1.
Alright.
It's episode 56, it's WCW Starrcade 94, and it's coming up right now. I don't know, I just got a bit southern there. OSC, what's the crack?
I can't answer that question.
Everyone, what's the story?
There is no story. I'm grand.
Jay, what's going on with you?
I cannot tell you, that's confidential. Anyway, how's your sex life? Great to be back. Hey, new OSW, new story arc.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
Finally doing another proper OSW review. Oh, incredible response to our latest t-shirt. What do you think?
Yeah, awesome t-shirt. Is it your favourite t-shirt?
It's the one I'm most proud of because it was like by far the hardest design and it's a complex design as opposed to a simple logo. I think it came out really well. Our fight card t-shirt with Wurzel and Garvin, 2 OSW stalwarts. They've been there since, wow, I don't know, episode 18 or something.
It's been a while.
And thanks to Steve Yurko for his artistry and Squared Circle for the amazing job. The Ballad of Ed Leslie. It's the first chapter of our new story arc. Kick off with The Butcher at Starrcade 94 tonight. If you want to catch up on all of his personas, Dizzy Hogan, check out our top 18 Ed Leslie gimmicks video. But for now, let's get you up to speed. In 1993, corporate-friendly and TV-savvy Eric Bischoff became Executive VP of WCW, taking over the reins from Bill Shaw. The Hulkster was failing in Hollywood as Suburban Commando grossed $7 million and Mr. Nanny $4.3. Thunder in Paradise going straight to DVD. Bischoff approached Hogan with a roughly $3 million fat contract back into wrestling with WCW, and he snapped it up if he could take his friends with him. Convincing Bischoff that 80s WWF was the future of mid-90s WCW, he caused an influx of old WWF stars. Along with Hogan, we saw Randy Savage, Honky Tonk Man, Brutus Beefcake, Jimmy Hart, The Nasty Boys, Earthquake, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and why not Mr. T. Remember, this is December 94, 3 years after the Hulkamania boom period ended, and a year and a half before the NWO. This is truly the darkest time period in American wrestling, which is also the brightest neon body spandex shit. On screen, Hogan's arrival started with a ticker tape parade in Disney World, winning the world title in his debut match, capitalising on the juggernaut dream match of Ric Flair versus Hulk Hogan, garnering 230,000 buys, its second highest in history at that point, after the Great American Bash 1990. He spent the fall successfully rebuffing Ric Flair's attempt to regain the title, and Kevin Sullivan's bitterness as his brother Dave was a big Hulkamaniac. But what kind of return do you get with the $150,000 contract WCW were paying Ed Leslie? Why, a main event program against his best buddy Hulk Hogan, culminating at WCW's version of WrestleMania, Starrcade. Let's see how it all went down. Oh, how many notes? Is that your entire notes, Steve?
Yep.
2 pages?
Yep.
In the back, wow.
Long matches.
Yep.
Long shit match.
Yeah. Ooh.
The tradition continues with Starrcade 94.
It's a triple threat. 3 times the intensity. A triple main event. AKA, no main event. And these main events featured Hogan, Sting, and Duggan.
I actually don't mind having a double main event. I think, Jay, you really don't like that. But a triple main event.
This clearly wasn't.
Main event, Jim Duggan. It's WCW Starrcade 94, December 27th, from the Nashville Municipal Auditorium in Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee, in front of 8,200 fans. 1,800 didn't pay in, with an average ticket price of
$20.
$14.
$12.80.
Not bad.
With a gate of $82,000, with 140,000 TVs tuned in at home. Commentators tonight are Tony Schiavone, whom Hogan would call Shavante, that's why we say that, WWF's Bobby Heenan, with WWF's backstage reporter Mean Gene Okerlund. The lads put over the 2 main event storylines tonight, both centred around Hogan, the title match against the Butcher and the arrival of the Macho Man to WCW. Cut the footage of his on-screen debut, which was not tonight at Starrcade, but on free TV a few weeks prior on WCW Saturday Night.
God. Like the second biggest name in wrestling joining your company. Promote it, have him on your big show, make people pay to see him. But no.
So what's Macho doing? He's now in WCW and claims to be the #1 wrestler in the world, and Hogan's number 2. He says at Starrcade he'll either shake Hulk Hogan's hand or slap him in the face. So, at least they did promote Starrcade with it.
Yeah.
Hang on, who's that with a mullet and mustache? It's recording artist Aaron Tiffin, out the Hook Star-Spangled Banner.
Oh, say, can you see?
It is. We give out about America. In jest, we jest, but it's a great national anthem, though.
I actually thought that this was one of the better versions of the US national anthem that I've ever had.
What?
Because he didn't overdo it. He just sang it. He, like he didn't go. Like he just came out and sang the fucking song.
So he had respect for the song.
Yes, and it wasn't just out to get himself over. The state of him, though. Jesus Christ, in his fucking hockey jersey.
Yeah, Tampa Bay Lightning jersey in Nashville. I thought he fits in perfectly with the Southern WCW stereotype.
I sleep with my cousin.
The Jebediah Springfield.
Yeah.
Why would you want to sleep with your cousin? Because they're so damn attractive. He gets a warm applause for it. Our inaugural contest is for the US Championship. It's challenger Vader versus the champion Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Vader's been on a bit of a downslope this year after losing the world title and feud with Ric Flair, then feuding with the Boss Man. And after a losing effort against Sting, he's moved down to the mid-card for the time being. He's defeated a young He's defeated a young Black Rain at last month's Clash of the Champions 29.
And that is how you get someone over, lads. Don't tell me that if someone came out to us going meow 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 meow, that people wouldn't take to him like that and be like, this fucking guy has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the match of 10,000 tacks. Scheduled for one fall. There is no disqualification. Introducing first, from the deepest, darkest corner of his mind,
Here's your bin bag out.
Do you know if you mention Black Rain to Goldust on Twitter, he'll block you?
What?
Get out of here.
Try it. Have you tried it?
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
You're done.
I just said, I love Black Rain. He's my favourite of your incarnation. No, that's it.
Really?
Excellent.
Because he was ballooned off his face at the time, so it's a dark time for him, isn't it?
So he prefers remember that character Seven over Black Rain. Like
Yeah.
Seven was like
Pedophile.
Yeah.
Is like Seven the one with the like white face?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His gimmick was that he was a pedophile?
Basically.
Yeah, he was tapping on kids' windows and stuff like that. It was his own creation as well. And he went to WCW with the tapes. Here, look what I got. It's the new thing. It's pretty good stuff, you know. Yes, he defeated a young Dustin Rhodes at last month's Clash of the Champions 29, earning the opportunity to wrestle for the US title, the winner also becoming the #1 contender to Hogan's world title for some reason. More sizzle to the steak as Duggan had to do a run-in to save Dustin at the Clash, demanding to brawl to the back. From the Rocky Mountains at 450 pounds, it's Vader with the racist Harley Race.
Was that his gimmick?
That's just reality. Like. No, he's not racist. Well, no, he's old. He probably is racist.
Yeah.
I actually thought that he moved a lot better than the last time we saw him, which would have been like the late 80s in WWF, right?
That's right, but he wasn't wrestling a match there. He was just coming in for spots
true.
here, you know. But he did look
But even
well.
just like walking, you know?
Hail to the chimp! US champion Hacksaw Duggan in great shape, I thought.
Yeah.
He's wearing the belt as well. Love it.
Which is nice.
Back when wrestlers weren't too cool to wear the belt properly.
Is this the belt he found in the garbage, or was that the TV championship?
You just wait until like 99.
Oh, yeah.
Where he's a janitor, Jim Duggan.
Oh, okay, so that's years away?
Yeah.
Okay.
Start with a brawl on the outside and the 80s booking of the babyface clearing house and celebrating, as is tradition. Duggan gets Vader off his feet quickly, killing that spot.
Why is Vader selling for this bum?
Yes. He's a lot scarier with his mask on. His mask straight off. He's supposed to be unstoppable. He's being built up to face Hogan.
Face Hogan.
And he's on his arse for half this match.
More than that.
Yeah, he's getting his ass kicked.
This match, flip everything. Have Vader getting the heat with a few quick comebacks that are cut off, and then he wins.
Yep.
Man, Duggan battered this guy.
That's because he's an ex-WWF guy that Hogan got hired.
Duggan is not a generous seller.
Yeah.
Let's just leave it at that.
A nothing back and forth. The Vader bomb and subsequent pin is thwarted with a foot on the rope. Second attempt gets low blowed, and third time, Vader opts for a moonsault and misses. Time for Harley interference. Hacksaw does a 3-point stance and running lariat. Harley rakes the eyes. Vader's top rope nothing is countered into a lovely power slam, and Harley distracts. Duggan misses another lariat and runs into Harley, who's holding a 2x4.
What was the deal with Vader's inverse powerbomb finisher?
The glam slam.
State of it. What is it?
Vader hits his I'll do all the work reverse powerbomb where the opponent lands on their tummy. Duggan wishes he could cane bump, and he takes it on his hands. It looks so shit. But Vader gets the 3 and the US title in 12:06. So Vader is the US champion and the #1 contender. God, nothing match. Just saddened to see a dude as cool as Vader rubbing shoulders with fucking Duggan.
Punch kick for like 15 minutes. Like, if you're going to build up a guy to face Hogan and be a legit threat, he should have beaten this guy black and blue in 5 minutes.
I'm not as negative as both of you, actually.
Oh, this was still the best match on the card.
First of all, I thought this was the best Jim Duggan we've ever seen. I thought he was in the best shape. He moved well. He looked good. It's just the problem was, it was his job to make Vader look good, and that was a massive failure. So, bits of it I liked, but overall, the main reason for having this match was not met. But you hear a lot of people saying that Vader is the greatest big man ever and things like that. I know this is not the match to showcase what he's capable of, but man, he didn't look great at all. He didn't do much. He's very punch kicky.
Well, this is kind of the lull. This is post all of his world title matches, and like he's about to go into Hogan, so we're kind of seeing his trough here. If you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Although the end of his WWF career was pretty trophy as well. Do you remember he was like, "Oh, I'll lose to Kane, and I'm a big fat piece of shit." And then leaves. I was actually trying to not bring that up, but whenever I hear Vader, that's all I think of, because that's how he left the WWF.
Why? He actually said, "I'm a big fat piece."
Yeah. Maybe I suck, but I'm just a big fat piece of shit, and just went off really sad.
Maybe Vader time's over. I'm nothing but a big piece of shit. A big fat piece of shit.
This spectacular issue of Pro Wrestling Illustrated, and named Wrestler of the Year, WCW World Heavyweight Champion Hulk Hogan.
Do you get these a ton of PWI awards?
Oh my god. Can we just talk about them all now and get it over and done with? Oh, thank god.
We get a surreal segue as Shavante throws to PWI's awards presented by Bill Apter. Complete kayfabe, bullshit, no shame awards. Apter lauds Hogan's accomplishments this year, valiantly returning from Hollywood to beat Ric Flair for the title and an undefeated tour of Europe.
Shameful, like. The most insulting thing for me was that if they were genuine awards, why were the only people there were WCW guys? And if you didn't win an award, did the WCW guys boo?
They only showed the awards that the WCW guys won. Like with this Wrestler of the Year, Hogan did win it. Number 2 is Bret, then Razor, then Ric Flair. You know. Now, if you wanted to know if this was kayfabe or not, later we see Hogan's mates, the Nasty Boys, Tag Team of the Year.
Jesus. Hilarious promos. Like, Hogan reined it back in. Like, Hogan wasn't, brother, I won this. He was like, brother, I've won this. he kind of toned it down to like 6 or 7, but the fucking Nasty Boys come out and it's like, we're the nastiest tag team ever. We're gonna take Bill after to Nastyville, cause we're nasty. It was amazing. They just couldn't tone it down at all. Big in-character promo for a fucking awards ceremony. It was amazing.
By the way, something just jarred at me very badly was that Hogan was presented with his award in front of a picture of him holding the award. So. It's like in lockdown when I think it was Sting won the title and he was already holding the title, but Mick Foley needed to present him with the title, so he came up, took the title back on, and regave it to him.
Oh my god!
Backstage at Hair and Makeup, the three Faces of Fear cackle at their late Christmas present to Hulk Hogan, a prop tombstone that reads "Hulkamania, rest in agony," that he can put at the foot of his bed tonight. Mean Gene asks, "What's all this about?" I thought it was pretty self-explanatory. You know, having a match with him, here's a tombstone with your name on it, buddy. I was hoping Beefer would sell it as very heavy because it's made of granite and not fucking cardboard. But he kills it by lifting the prop over his head, putting it down, picking it up with ease. Avalanche cuts a shouty earthquake promo. He's like, what happened tonight? What Jack Tunney? You know?
Did you say Jack Tunney at the end there?
That's an expletive.
I loved Quake's promo. I just like, this is what's missing from wrestling in 2016. Old, shouty, fat, sweaty man promos.
Tonight, you're going on a trip to the nearest emergency room in Nashville. You will feel the avalanche. You're finished, Sting.
Awesome.
What do you think of his wrinkly crotch? Like
I made special note of that during his match. Great eyes, Steve. Then again, how could you fucking miss it?
What am I missing here?
Oh.
His super pubic fat was fucking muffin topping out of his onesie. It was gross.
Oh my god, that's so rank.
It is. It was fucking nasty.
I am no longer a boy. I am Jean-Paul Levesque, the greatest professional wrestler in the world today. Remember the name, Jean-Paul Levesque.
Introducing first, from Saint-Mere, Église, France, weighing 274 pounds, Jean-Paul Levesque.
Match number 2. Yes! Holy fuck! From Saint-Mere-Église, France, it's Jean-Paul Levesque.
Try.
Very much like what Tra said. Versus Alex Wright. Oh my god. I can't believe we got it. Trippers won WCW pay-per-view.
Wow. Holy shit. I did not know that.
He was a nobody as Terrorizing, but was renamed Terrorizing, and then renamed
Jean-Paul Levesque
as his real surname, as he was asked to speak with a French accent, but couldn't as he can't speak French.
Oh, come on, how difficult is it to go, I'm the wrestler, I will batter you. Most Yanks aren't going to understand that that's racist as fuck. They're just going to hear foreigner, he must be right. He could be German, he could be Spanish, Italian, they're all the same. Oh, Baba da Boopy.
Yes, actually, Triple H, he did start doing the pedigree at this point as well.
Oh.
Yes, he's facing Germany's youngest pro wrestler at 18, Das Wunderkind. He's best known for his rants on WCW Nitro and Thunder PS1 games.
Yeah.
What?
The PS1, I rented one of those games, great fun, just for the rants.
Yeah,
so
they're all basically saying, pick me, here's why. And Alex Wright is, hey man, Alex Wright, the German, and you gotta see, we're gonna have a hell of a victory. I promise.
You splicey?
Absolutely.
Hey man, here's Alex Wright, the German. If you want to know what the Germans are about, pick me, and you're gonna have a hell of a victory. I promise!
WCW picked up Alex Wright during their 1994 European tour through Germany, gave him a couple of months in the power plant, and here we are. Check out the plant dancing along to his techno music.
Boo boo. Fun boys, get that room. I'm so sorry. His dance. What's that? They're not the moves of a fucking baby face.
Have you?
Look, this is German in the mid-90s, man.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
true.
So this match has 2 of the top 5 pro wrestling foreigner stereotypes. Steve! Top 5 worst foreigner stereotypes.
Number 5.
Stuffy aristocrat, like Jean-Paul Levesque, Lord Steven Regal, and even Alberto Del Rio.
Yeah.
Number 4.
Dancing moron, the Bushwhackers, Punjabi playboy Great Khali, and DJ Gabriel.
Oh, that's DJ
He did the same fucking dance, didn't he?
Yeah, and he came out in a leather jacket with, oh my god.
He was the Wunderkind.
He just had like a really hot woman with him, so...
Yeah, Alicia Fox.
Yeah, Foxy.
Number 3.
Sneaky Japanese with broken English.
So sorry.
Like the Orient Express. Yokozuna.
Yokozuna wasn't sneaky. How do you mean Fuji was sneaky?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to sneak when someone runs coming at you.
Who else was sneaky? Tajiri?
Tadgers?
Yeah,
bit
with his,
sneaky.
with his mist.
Yeah, with his mist.
yeah.
Stuff like that, yeah.
Number 2.
Hard-headed savage.
Oh, yeah. So there's something better than this. There's something more
Absolutely.
racist than this.
So examples are the head shrinkers, of course. Haku. Tatanka, so it's not just a Samoan thing. And Umaga.
Now, let's have a little guess. I'm thinking Russian. I'm going for Russian.
I'm thinking lazy Mexican stereotype.
You're going for Mexican.
Yeah, Mexicans always.
But they're all lucha, like.
I don't know how much coming out on a lawnmower is lucha driven.
Pardon the pun.
Hey!
Go on, Jay.
And
Number 1.
a leprechaun.
The little bastard.
WCW's Braun the Leprechaun, Hornswoggle, and Sheamus, who is a giant leprechaun.
Yeah.
Did they actually ever say that?
Oh, but he's like, oh, Faith and Megara.
Oh, yeah.
Where
What
do they
about
fall their
Funley?
Ted quotes?
What about Funley?
Well, he click his heel. Yeah, sure.
He already wore that little fucking...
The hat,
What do
yeah.
they call it in weddings? Women wear them at weddings. Fascinator is the name of it. Fascinator.
Fantastic,
yes,
Steve.
yes.
Anyway, what do you think? Top 5.
Not bad.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to be quite as popular as Lesbian Pollen, but yeah.
Maybe not.
So it's Germany versus France. Rammstein versus Daft Punk. Leather jacket versus frilly shirt. It's Das Wunderkind versus Le Pouf Francais.
Daft Punk. It's like only them and Air, like the only two French bands you can ever think of.
Sacha Distel.
Very good, very good. Lots of basic mat wrestling. Arm drag into armbar. And sometimes dropkick. Oh man. Heenan. If he wasn't wrestling, he'd be in Germany, making those hats with spikes on top.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's good. That's quite good.
Even if he had said like in East Germany doing this, but like even at this point, the Berlin Wall was gone. Germany was won at this point, so
Yeah.
It's a Pickelhaub. After escaping a head scissors, Hunter takes control with the same style of slam and headlock offense. Wunderkind hulks up, which is not good. Heenan claims he can smell sauerkraut, but
oh my god.
but I did appreciate he did do the European uppercut.
Which is nice. Aloha Hunter. Oh my god. Alex Wright does a beautiful sunset flip. Triple H does the It was brilliant. I absolutely loved it.
I think at one point Alex Wright leapfrogged the ref, which I thought was quite good. I hadn't seen that
that's
before.
cool.
Yeah.
Also like to point out that Hunter has not changed his wrestling style at all. in 22 years. It's the exact same. Slow, methodical, take you apart, but really sound, never fucks up.
Finish of the match, Wright with a somersault dodge and the dreaded roll-up for the win, the clean win in 14:03.
I mean, it started off and I was quietly impressed with Alex Wright. He needs a lot of work. Like, he's very much a rough diamond at this stage. He did a few nice moves, drop kicks, hip tosses, a lot of flying this and that. But, like, eventually I was like, okay, I've seen enough now. End the match. Again, how long was this match?
14 minutes.
That's too long. For, like, an undercard match, randomly two guys put together on a pay-per-view, it does not need to be 14 minutes. We don't care.
I cannot disagree with that, but I actually really liked this match.
Of course you did. Fucking Tra was in it.
I'm a huge Triple H fan. I thought he looked great. Man, he was in great shape, but like way fucking smaller than what he would, kind of circa 2000. I really loved the kind of chain wrestling, reversals and fucking arm drags and things like that. I thought Alex Wright, like you said, he was a bit rough, but there's definitely something to work with here. I thought that the match kind of opened up really well and then became really slow and boring towards the end, though. And I did think that the fans were completely dead. But I still enjoyed it. And that's what really matters.
At the end of the day.
Technically, there was nothing wrong with the match, but just there was nothing right with it. Alex Wright. Neither looked like they were going anywhere. Like with Triple H, the only sizzle to his steak is doing a half curtsy. Wunderkind, all this potential, but like you're not going anywhere with being an awful clean-cut babyface. Like, and he didn't. He just remained at this mid-card level for the next 6 years. Nothing of note until he got his Attitude Era repackaging as Black Mohawk Matrix Goth style. Hey, fun boys! Berlin. Pew pew. Tagged with the wall. Get it?
Berlin on the wall.
Berlin on the wall.
Yeah, come on, that is good.
Jeez. It's like it was out of date in 94 and it's like, let's do it in 99. Like. WCW want Levesque to team with similarly gimmicked Lord Steven Regal. H requested to be a singles wrestler, was denied, so instead he left for the WWF the next month.
To carry bags.
Wow.
Because a lot of the wrestlers weren't under contract at the time, only the big ones. Only Hogan and his mates. Because we'll actually see it pretty soon as well. Anyway, he did get his wish, playing the exact same character, but in singles competition in the WWF, as Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
As the exact same character that he played here.
So have you know, I am a Greenwich snob and not a French snob.
What song did he come out to hear? Because the dubbed version was even worse than Vader's song.
He came out to some kind of rock song.
That's what he came out to hear. It was a rock song, and I'm thinking, what are you doing? Okay, so
yeah, it was terrible.
So like that's just what his song was. Oh, that's even worse than a badly dubbed over song.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Do you remember his WWF song when he did the same gimmick?
Oh, to Joy, wasn't it? Did not come out to...
That was when he was cool.
Oh, okay.
He was very uncool for about a year and a half.
This is my era. New generation. Yes, I'm all over it.
Brain, what are you doing January 25th? In Caesar's parking lot. Las Vegas, Nevada. Clash of the Champions 30. Because it was like Saturday night's main events. They didn't have a pay-per-view every month yet. So here we go.
Hey, buddy, which way the WCW wrestling match? Well, you go down here and you turn left, then you go to 4th and turn right. I'm going down there tonight. Thank you very much. Is that who I thought it was? I drive a pink Cadillac, I got my hair slicked back, I got all kind of girls hanging on my back. It's just a honky dog, baby.
Match number 3, it's Johnny B. Bad versus the Honky Tonk Man. Or is it? No. At Halloween Havoc, Bad and Honky wrestled to a time limit draw, and this was the match where Bad gets the big win. But no, Honky said WCW can fuck right off, refusing to do the job and walking out the day of the show.
What's with this? Even Duggan did the fucking job, and he's way worse. Okay, fair enough. He did a pretty shit job at doing the job, but like, do what you're fucking told. You're getting paid. The booker is your boss. Like, Eric Bischoff is your boss. If he tells you that you're losing tonight, fucking lose.
And nobody cares about you anyway.
No, not in 94.
So that was it. That was the end of the ballad, pardon the pun, of the Honky Tonk Man, is it?
Yeah, he would. Bischoff vowed never to use him again, and he never would.
Wow.
Like, he'd still show up in WWE. Oh, he went to WWF and he's like, I've been promising all my friends and my fans and my new protege, come out here, rockabilly. Rockabilly is all I ever wanted. Rockabilly.
He used to be Billy Gunn, and today he's Rockabilly. Come on out here, Rockabilly.
Rockabilly.
Schiavone buries Honky whilst Heenan makes excuses. I love how he'd favour the wrestlers he used to manage in WWF, like Perfect and Rude. Never mind the storyline. You know? So we are denied the Battle of the Music rip-offs. Little Richard versus Elvis. Devastated. All my music puns, they've gone flat. I'm quite crotchety about it. A low note in Honky's career.
Would you say that he was quavering in his boots?
Great timing, Steve. 4-4 timing. Instead of Honky, we're getting Steve.
That wasn't me.
What a result.
So awesome.
We get Arn Anderson. When is a substitution ever any good? It's always bollocks.
Yeah.
Like, No Way Out 98. Shawn Michaels is injured. Who's the substitute? Los Periquas, Savio Vega. Heenan drops this gem. Nashville. The city should have been bombed instead of Hiroshima.
Jesus Christ. Why? It's still America.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You fucking terrorist.
It's like drop a fucking atom bomb on your own country. Like fucking Fallout 4 over here. Like, come on.
Although WWF dropped Atom Bomb in 95. Southern fop Colonel Parker barks, "Get out here!" to referee Randy Anderson.
Get in here now and do your job like you're supposed to.
He had his stud stable over this 2-year incarnation included Terry Funk, Arn Anderson, Bodyguard Meng, Kurosawa Ichiban, Stunning Steve Austin, and as it's mentioned here, the crown jewel, Blacktop Bully.
Yeah, when I heard that, I mean, I don't know him by that name anymore. He will always be Big Black Bully Cock. That's what he is.
Schiavone calls Meng his awesome hitman.
I actually thought Meng looked cool.
Yes. I didn't appreciate that. This substitution still meant it was a title match. That's bollocks. Kayfabe-wise, what a change in game plan, training for Honky Tonk Man and getting Arn Anderson. It's like, fuck. Arn Spinebuster. It's not the best as Mero lands awkwardly. Fucking cheers. Arn throws Bad to the ropes. A reversal. A sunset flip and...
It was amazing to have it back. Like, guys, this is great selling. He's trying his best to battle being taken down, and then when he goes too far one way, he needs to rein it back in to recenter his center of gravity to battle back again.
Let me try. Why not go one way completely and then just fall over? Like, jump to the right.
Would his legs not be held so he can't fall sideways?
I would imagine that...
He would tear his knee apart, actually. Yeah. Okay,
Listen. Thanks for listening. Aloha Arn worked. Like, he regained his center of balance and then punched him in the head.
It was actually really
First
cool.
time ever it worked then.
Unfortunately, damn it, D'Lo, Triple H did it in the match prior. He did the exact same spot. Sunset flip, Aloha Arn, punch in the head, got out of it. But, you know, of course, this is like going from like Heskey to Rooney, you know?
By the way, just at the start of the match, Johnny B. Bad does his, you know, he shoots his
load
confetti into the crowd, all right? And Arn very, very patient with him, you know, letting him do his thing for about 5 minutes. That's not heelish, you know. You need to be like attacking him.
That's actually true. But you know what was heelish? When the two of them were kind of going toe to toe and getting ready to like lock up, Johnny B. Bad had his fists out, you know, ready to throw down. And then Arn calls the ref in and goes, ref, those fists are closed. Fix that shit now. That is great heel heat. Yeah. No one needs to take a bump. No one needs to think up of a crazy fucking move that then raises what it takes to get a pop in the first place. He just called over the ref. Brilliant. It's beautiful. Oh my God, I love it. I love it.
Question. Little Richard, Johnny B. Bad here. He's calling someone Little Richard an insult. Little dick, like. Very nice.
Yep.
The match builds to a sleeper spot where Bad reverses it and Stone Cold Steve Anderson delivers a jawjacker. Finish of the match, Mero does a top rope sunset flip. I thought it looked excellent.
It was
beautiful arc.
Beautiful, yeah.
But it's not a match-winning move. It's not a strike or a hold, you know? Arn tries to nate his foot on the second rope, but a schoolboy by Bad is enough to sneak the 3 at 12:07. I take it back. Like, his gimmick must be he's awesome at roll-ups.
Johnny B. Bad?
Yeah. Like, he did that big move off the top in the sunset flip, and now he's doing the roll-up and wins with it, so he must be great at it.
When he actually did get the roll-up, Arn was giving out to the ref because the ref had caught him cheating, and he's like, I wasn't fucking cheating, and rolled up and lost.
It would be great
really
if he's being pinned and still giving out to the ref.
Steve! Robsy, that. Yeah.
What do you think?
Fucking loved it. Just simple heel versus face booking. Arn just doing everything he could, just little things to just get the fans to hate him. The one thing that I didn't like about the match is that Johnny B. Bad completely made a balls of the kind of Superman spot. That was a pretty bad botch. And that's the only negative thing I have to say about this match. Apart from it, I don't perfect.
Fuck off, will you?
Great match. In 1994, this was great storytelling. Both men got over. Johnny B. Bad won. He got a big pop. Fucking loved it.
But you're saying it's a perfect match. You didn't say it was a perfect...
what it was.
Okay, for
1978 house show match. Listen, Arn Anderson's had much better matches than this.
Yeah.
This is like, he did what he could with Johnny B. Bad.
I love
but
it.
that wasn't much like.
You know, I don't agree with Steve. I do like Arn Anderson. But I wrote not much going on in this one. Nice to see Arn, though.
Aloha Arn, it was so amazing to see it back. I didn't expect it because he wasn't on the card. I was like, not only do you get an Arn Anderson match, you get fucking Aloha Arn. Otherwise,
how long has it been, Jay? Is this like...
It must be 40 episodes, like, you know.
Whoa. Welcome back, buddy.
WCW wrestlers like to eat at the Stockyard restaurant in Nashville, didn't you know? People from Nashville would be at the event, so who is this for?
Yeah, so why would you be sitting at home watching a Nashville pay-per-view if you're in Nashville? That's a good point. So nobody saw that ad that could actually go to the restaurant. That's a great point.
And if you're outside Nashville, why do you care?
Yeah. Very good, Jay. I didn't see that.
It's been a country, I think. Hopefully, like, they sponsored more than just this ad, and it was like the weeks leading up and all that, you know.
After seeing you, I don't know if you're nasty enough. Not nasty enough! It's not nasty enough for you! If you want to seal the deal, let me have the scrap ball dang, baby. That seems pretty nasty to me. It's nasty time!
Match number 4, not for the Tag Team Championships, it's Harlem Heat versus the Nasty Boys. Who are the champions? Stars and Stripes, your boy Bagwell, and the Patriot.
Who's the Patriot at
Del
this point?
Wilkes, yes.
Like, as in...
Spent a cup of he's in Japan most of the time. Spent a cup of coffee in '97 in a losing attempt to dethrone Bret Hart.
In WWF?
Yeah, he spent like 3 months, September to November.
Feuding with Bret Hart.
Yeah, he had 2 losses, and then the third one he tagged with Vader.
And he had Angle's team, right?
Yes, very good. Del Wilkes. He was the first guy to use it. And then the second guy was Sergeant Slaughter at DX in your house.
Sergeant Slaughter!
And then Angle gets the... You have sloppy seconds. What's thirds?
Whoa, murky third.
He's the most celebrated real athlete, right?
And then, of course, Angle's theme evolved.
Beep 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 boo beep 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 boo beep 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 boo.
And that's the one we will always remember.
You're welcome.
Stars and Stripes, they're not Hogan's mates, so they're not getting on WCW's WrestleMania. Harlem Heat with the deepest lyrics of a wrestling song ever. Yes, yes, yes. No, no, no.
A great team, though.
It's lasted through the ages.
Yeah.
It's still, well, Booker T still uses it.
Oh, great theme. Oh, I thought you said great team. I'm going to go, well, half of it was anyway.
Well, was Stevie Ray renowned as not a good wrestler? Like, I don't
Yeah,
really
he was always dragging Booker T down.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
He was limited.
Okay.
Yes, Stevie Ray and Booker T with Sister Sherry. The gimmick being they had this massive Zach Morris phone and they'll call their special insurance policy. And it turned out it was manager Sensual Sherry. Legally distinct, sir. Heenan reprises his look at the size of them shtick as he did with Sherry and Ted at the 91 Rumble. Nasty Boys. Wow, that was so weird seeing them as baby faces.
Yeah. And like... not wrecked. Like in relatively decent shape, you know?
They are the tag team of the year. Cobblers.
Oh my God.
And they sing their own theme song.
Which is awesome.
Hey, they can sing too. I like that song. That's must be tone deaf.
Big bang of Jimmy Hart off it. They have the same problem as modern day Triple H, as they have the same exact character, heel or face. They just bang on about Nasticize, Nastyville, Pity City, shouty 80s promo. Like, that was it.
Yeah,
they learned
you're
one
right.
thing and drove it into the ground.
But then how does a team like that become face or heel? All you do is feud with different people, right? That's
pretty much
That's
it.
what happened, yeah.
And commentators will either go, oh, the dastardly move, or he gave him his comeuppance.
Yeah.
And then that's it. Heel and face.
I thought they're like cartoon henchmen. They're like Bebop and Rocksteady.
Yeah,
Yes.
very much so. Yeah.
Bebop and Rock. That's actually perfect, Jay.
Yeah.
Before the match, Heenan impressively catcall whistles. He was like, you know, he did the full. I was very impressed. No?
That's not. I can't do that.
Yeah, neither.
Neither can I.
You do, I'd imagine
thought,
you'd be able to. Yeah, why? Yeah,
I don't know
is
why.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've
You're
never.
good. You're good with your mouth. And during the match, Heenan quips, "What do you call a woman with $2 million?"
Divorced.
Oh, fuck off! Like, that was terrible.
That's not bad. Come
Eh?
on, Jay.
It's probably his best on the night.
Yeah.
Booker T, wow, what a pro. Jumps high to sell Sags kicking out and does his bug eyes for the Knobs clothesline on the outside. And later, he does a massive Rikishi bump for Sags. What a trooper.
One thing I noticed, and Heenan did comment on it, he gets thrown up the stairs. It's very strange. Did you know you can lead a cow up the stairs, but not down?
I did not know this. Not many cows in Ballier, Steve.
Other than your
Oh, the Nasties start working the left arm. Psychology? No. It's of no use wrestling Harlem Heat and doesn't play into the match at all.
No, sure, like they don't have any moves that center on the arm to like make people tap out.
Lots of brawling to the outside, but no count out. Stevie Ray wants to hang Sags over the railings, but Sags can't jump, won't jump, so he has a way worse fate, banging his shins off the railings and crumpling to the floor
It
instead.
looked really painful. Also, I'm pretty sure that Stevie Ray fucked up and he was meant to do the spot on Knobs because Sags was the legal man at this point, and the match just ground to a halt, and you can actually hear Sherry like, get him back in the Booker T will beat him. It's just like, oh my god. And he takes his fucking time as well. You don't need to walk and brawl, you can just walk. It's fine. It's fine.
This match is a bag of testicles. But it's redeemed by the claw. Steve the claw. Flipped out seeing the claw, and it immediately goes magnet.
Magnet claw.
It's got the Ionian nerve grip on. Booker hits the scissors kick, and Sags sells with the Samoa Joe bump.
I have that written down. Sags takes Samoa Joe bump. Lazy cunt.
He's in good shape here as well.
Yeah.
He just doesn't give a fuck.
I was actually shocked at like how decent Sags looked. Knobs was never good. He's very punch kicky. He's good at working the fans, but like Sags was actually not a terrible worker. Like I was kind of shocked at how decent, like when Sags and Booker were both legal, like this match wasn't bad. Then when the other two clowns came in,
joy drained from the world watching the Nasty Boys wrestle for a fucking 17 minutes 49 seconds.
Is that what this was?
Yes.
Whoa. So the Nasty Boys hit an armbar DDT on both members of Harlem Heat. Stevie Ray first. This lazy shite bag takes the worst cane bump you'll ever fucking see.
The finish is Sister Sherry inadvertently spraying Stevie Ray, but the wrestlers have such slow reaction times here. It's crazy. Booker bumps from a top rope slam, saggy hole elbow, moves so Sherry splashes Booker, and that triggers the ref's DQ.
Yeah, what the fuck? In a match where Stevie Ray dragged the legal man away for at least 30, 40 seconds, Sherry had already interfered seconds beforehand, and it's only when she hits her own man that it's a DQ? What?
The rules, Steve.
The rules. They're there so that in the future, smarky cunts with podcasts can't pick apart your fucking booking, like, you know?
You shouldn't be telling us that wrestling's fake. Post-match, the crowd are interested in Sags using Sherry's spray, but explode when he offers a trip to Nastyville instead. Sherry goes to Pity City. Oh man, so she gets her face in his armpit.
It's really nasty.
So rank. Oh my god.
If they,
this or Stinkface?
I would go for Stinkface because you're less close to
Cherry Sags.
But like he still has his thong on as well, so there is material. But the Pity City, we're gonna rub it in your face. Yeah, awful, terrible match, but a great post-match spot. Let no one say that Sherry is not a team player.
Oh, that's definitely true.
You gotta fight for your life! Get out of there!
It's
Back to the PWI Awards, where Stinger's awarded the Most Popular Wrestler Award. He cuts a great positive white meat babyface promo. Only problem, he didn't write a new promo for tonight, so he just reiterates it pretty much word for word.
all the stingers out there, and I always talk about the different sizes and shapes of stingers, the different colors of stingers out there, painted up, some of them with the hair spiked just right.
All different shapes and sizes and colors, painted up, spiked hair, just like I said when I got my award, and I mean every word of it.
His promo content was shite, but it's like, you have a lot of babyface fire. Good job.
It's not easy to cut a babyface promo.
No.
It is the hardest thing in the world.
Yeah.
Man, they are, rare unicorns. People that are best as
Yes.
white meat babyfaces.
Yeah.
Holy shit. As opposed to I'm a cool heel, I'm a heel. Then you get used to me being entertaining and now my face.
Yes.
This guy's just straight up babyface and he's awesome at it.
Now I feel like a giant killer!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the reaction from the crowd out of the arena, nothing but positive for Sting.
Vader, a scrumptious little ditty. Steve, what bar is he?
Well, Jay, Vader is wearing his usual red and black getup, so he is a Count Dracula ice lolly.
I love it, Steve.
Yes, yes.
He is not the rapper, but he's the actual lolly. And I used to love these. These were so good.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, my God. These are like 80s awesomeness.
Harlem Heat are wearing blue, red, and yellow onesies. Steve, what bar are they?
Well, Jay, they are either a pair of drifters or a pair of Yorkies.
Yes. Yes.
They cannot be drifters.
Drifters are blue with the
because
red.
Because that's racist.
Yes.
They're not homeless.
The Nasty Boys are wearing black pants with green, red, and white
tops. Shirts.
Steve, what bar are the Nasty Boys?
Well, Jay, they are either a mint flavour Rice Krispie bar or packets of sour Skittles.
Sour Skittles?
Which I think suits,
they're green, yeah.
suits them, actually, because they're packet sour looking cunts.
Oh, ref! Ref!
Quit your jibber jabber. You ain't hurt. You pathetic. If I ever catch you acting like a crazy fool again, you're gonna meet my friend Pain. Snickers, get some nuts.
The following score-settling encounter is scheduled for one fall. It's Kevin Sullivan versus Mr. T.
Where the fuck does this match come from? Oh my goodness.
1985. 3 Faces of Fear. 3 main events. Butcher, Avalanche, Duggan. So Sullivan's the only one not in the main event.
That's real. And like he's the leader of the 3 Faces of Fear.
Is Kevin Sullivan booking at this stage?
No, Ric Flair is booking, and he would continue on until refusing to job to Savage at Great American Bash next year, and then Kevin Sullivan takes over, and then we get the Dungeon of Doom.
Cannot wait.
Kevin Sullivan from the Conch Republic, which is a tongue-in-cheek secession of the city Key West, Florida. It's like the Nation of Joe, where it's like the one man, I'm Joe. No. He's facing Star of TV and Silver Screen.
In 94. Star of TV in 1990. Bollocks. No way is he a star of TV in 1994.
When was the last original episode of the 18?
1987.
There you go.
Get Out. It was not.
It was 7 years ago. Yeah.
And when did Rocky 3 come out?
That was like 85, I think.
Rest my case.
He's facing Star of TV commercial and Silver Screen.
And man who loves his mama.
Back to settle the score. 1985's Mr. T. That's almost 10 years after his relevance.
Jesus Christ.
With WrestleMania 1.
And, 15 years before he became Kitsch. So he's in no man's land at this point.
He's in his new generation period.
The greatest period in wrestling history, Steve will have you believe.
He's wearing a referee's outfit despite not refereeing.
He's wearing a WWF referee's outfit.
He's saying, fuck you, I'm using what I had for Clash of the Champions last month when I was refereeing.
Oh my God.
Complete with archaic bedtime hat.
What's that about?
He's got the Sleepy Gary hat.
Why?
I don't know. Heenan correctly quips, he was standing too close to the bars when they spray painted the cell. It was an anomaly because this match and Mr. T in general received no promotion.
He's done the boxing match with Roddy Piper, but the punches he's landing on Kevin Sullivan, to me, look stiff.
Yes.
Like, I'd be pissed off if I was Kevin Sullivan.
If I was Kevin Sullivan, I'd probably have my way with him then.
Yeah.
And I'd argue that WrestleMania 2 ruined his illusion of being a tough guy when you could see, like, Roddy Piper would bait the shite out of this fella. Like, I'm sure Kevin Sullivan would be able to tie him up in knots.
Yeah,
you know?
Absolutely.
Terrode's offense is mostly hunched over boxing style punches to the stomach. Sullivan has a fantastic idea of pulling T's ref shirt almost off him, which end up binding his hands together successfully. And it friggin' works a treat. I've never seen a Dastardly Plan work so well. Holy shit.
This was one of the best things about this entire card. He had to wrestle the rest of this match with his arms in the fucking cuffs of his t-shirt. Okay, go on.
I watched the live version. I hope they didn't cut this out. Ringside cameraman trips backwards over the ring steps.
Yeah.
Sullivan throws Mr. T in that direction, and T falls over him as well.
Oh my God.
And he gets stuck pinning the cameraman down.
It's good.
It's like 2 minutes.
Eternity. Imagine how long that felt like in Mr. T's head when he's like trying to get up because he's like, I have a fucking match to finish here, and he's like, I can't, and like every second must feel like minutes. Why did Sullivan not just fucking pick him up?
No, you deserve this. It lasts an ice age so long that the cameraman continues shooting and it goes to his POV, which is up Sullivan's hole.
Heenan does comment on it, or Shavante comments on it.
Yes.
At least don't pretend it didn't happen.
Yes,
you know?
yeah.
This is the world's first swinging ball cam. This is a shot you don't see every day. It depends who you are. God, imagine his misses. Look at that. Oh my God. Obviously, Mr. T can't work. His Mania 2 fake boxing match was a stinker where he gassed out immediately. So roll out the interference. Santa, in inverted commas, interestedly comes out. Announcers pretend they don't know it's Dave Sullivan. More distractions from T as Jimmy Hart joins Santa, but someone removes Evad's Santa hat and Dave takes the megaphone. Whacks Sullivan in the back of the head, giving Mr. T the win in a desperate 350, having never done a move. He gets out and we never hear from him again. His hands still bound by the ref's
He had to celebrate. He had to go over to the ref and have his hands raised. But because it was caught in the t-shirt, when he raised the one arm, it kind of raised up the other one. You fucking idiot. Oh, it was magic. I loved it. Oh my God.
What happened? Why was it caught on his hands?
Was he wearing like gloves or something
big gloves
like that?
or something?
Yeah.
And really tight top or something.
Oh my God. Brilliant.
Taskmaster takes umbrage at the interference. Fucking state of Dave Sullivan. Jocks falling down, swabs into the ring, and takes an arse out pile driver.
Talk about Santa Claus coming to town.
He's giving Santa a pile driver.
Kevin takes off Dave's belt and whips him in the face for it. It was quite nasty. It was like, stop blocking. I'm whipping you in the face.
Are they actual brothers?
They're not brothers. It was just kayfabe.
Oh, okay.
Shavante pimps February.
Hold on. What did you think of that match, Jay?
What was it?
What was it? That last Mr. T and Kevin Sullivan.
A milestone in WCW history. No, it was god awful, but it was hilarious.
Yeah.
Unintentionally hilarious. So it was the best.
Yeah, pretty much.
What do you think, Steve? Or did you just say it already?
Moving on.
Shavante pimps February's Superbrawl and reminds Heenan it's his 1 year anniversary on commentary. Bobby hilariously gets defensive, saying, I know, I'm paying attention. Who says I'm not?
All right, gentlemen, I must caution you. It got a little racy back here in the locker room area. We had to kind of clear it out here. We had a few people running through in the buff. Hulk Hogan, come on in.
Okerlund, having apparently cleared out the locker room as too many men were running around in the buff, invites Hogan to say a few words. Hogan mows through his promo, saying he hoped Butcher would have had a change of heart and his personal differences with Macho were never settled. Of note, Hogan starts his promo with, "You know something, brother," and Jimmy starts his promo with, "You know something, baby." I was like, "You know something, baby." Get on board the Hulkamania bandwagon.
I do like Hogan kind of half heel turning here in this promo. You know, he's
flustered, yeah.
Yeah, like Mean Gene kind of stutters at one point and Hogan is slagging him about it, you know, mimicking him. You know, it's different. It's progressing from the, you know, at this point, the boring, I'll tell you something, brother, Mean Gene, you know, all this stuff.
Just unshakable confidence. You can see it's actually, there's some cracks forming.
And is that part of the booking, or is that just Hogan had an off promo?
No, it's part of the booking. They're kind of, they know he's getting booed, so they're actually kind of flirting with, what do you think about a heel turn?
That's really awesome. He wasn't quite as manic in this promo. It was like maybe only like one line of coke before he did it.
Why don't you jump on Hulkamania's bandwagon?
What are you gonna do, brother?
It's your second main event. The Avalanche versus the Stinger. From Mount Everest, Washington, the former Quake Muffin is taking on the man called Sting.
He does this. He does that. He's as quick as a cat and he hits him with a bat.
An offshoot of the Hogan Three Faces of Fear feud. Building up to the match, tuxedo shades and suspenders Sting gets a bird's eye of Sherry's whopper arse and gets attacked by the mystery man at Halloween Havoc. He then tags with Hogan and gets a giant whoopsie for his troubles. Sting and Quake fought at last month's Clash, which is the equivalent of Saturday night's main event, or B pay-per-views now, but thanks to run-ins and pull-apart brawls, we get the proper match tonight.
Avalanche is a terrible name.
Why?
Like, an avalanche is not really a disaster. You know what I mean?
Well,
it's not good.
It is.
Well, for like the few people that might get caught up in it, but like an earthquake is devastating.
But like, what these people in the Avalanche, fuck them, like.
I mean, in the grand scheme of things,
Right.
Fuck them.
You know what I mean? I just think it's a bad name.
What would you call them?
Something that is a play on earthquake, like I don't know, like
what about like
fault line? I don't know. Tornado? No,
you've
done that.
Hurricane's been
Texas
used
tornado.
as well.
Typhoon.
Well, hurricane hadn't been used at this point.
Tsunami, yes, fantastic.
Yeah, I do. But like Typhoon has been used at this point.
What about Cyclone?
Cyclone?
Yeah, I like that.
It's not bad.
Steve, I got the perfect one.
Go on.
Mudslide.
Yes. That's it. He's now called Mudslide.
Mudslide. Jobber to the stars. His win-loss record on TV must be horrific. Like, he talks a big game, great promo, looks great, job's clean. So he's like Shredder. A serious question though. John Tenta, is he a boy?
He's too big to be a boy. I don't mean physically, like.
I think Avalanche.
He's now Avalanche.
Yeah, I think Mudslide could very well be a boy.
He won tag titles, that was it, right?
Yeah. He's talented. He's very talented.
He's
and he's a
really
very good
good.
wrestler.
Yes.
He's really fucking good.
Like, he'll have boy asylum, but he'll never get a boy
yeah.
passport.
Yeah.
Never truly be accepted as a boy.
He can have a day past. That's it.
This match is set out like Hogan versus Andre. Sting tries to get the big man off his feet. First time he falters but escapes to the outside. Second time Quake hits him with a clothesline. Steve, because I know you'll love it, and I obviously love it. The only question mark is V1 here. Do you like the heel with no muscles posing?
Jay, I actually wrote it down. One of my favourite spots of this entire show was Earthquake giving us the gun show. And there's fucking nothing there. Great heel heat. Great heel
That's
heat. I love
fine
it.
as a comedy heel. He's not a comedy heel. Like, so it
One more in the boy column.
Yeah, but that's
But
true.
like technically he's overpowering a big muscle man.
Yeah,
So it's
oh.
like he's more powerful, but it's like he's fucking delusional.
Instead of a crisscross, Stinger hits a big lariat and Quake goes down. I don't know if it was intentional because they just continue on with the can't knock me down spot. Top rope jumping axe handle. Ref gets squished in the corner, and then we get the Hogan Andre power slam. Then Stinger tries to apply the Scorpion Deathlock. Kevin Sullivan interferes for the DQ after 15:26.
God damn it. I don't mind DQs on TV building up to a finishing point in a feud. That's fine. You shouldn't let one person go over someone until you're getting to the money match, you know? But this is their WrestleMania and the tag team title, DQ. This match, DQ. Oh my
Johnny
God.
B. Bad, roll up.
Yeah, like
Fucking-
just put someone definitively over. It's not like make a star. If someone loses, they're not done. They go back down a few pegs and you build them back up again. Like, wrestling's fucking easy. No wonder they're out of business if this is how they're booking top guys.
We can just buy more stars, Steve. Mr. T. Post-match, we get an Avalanche drop / giant whoopsie, and Hogan fends off the heels with a chair.
He doesn't even fend them off. He just runs in and they fucking leg it.
Jump at him. Like, what's he going to do? If he swings the chair, it'll probably be too late.
He's only going to hit one of yous before yous get to him.
Yeah.
But of course, they're heels and they're cowards. Whatever.
By the way, did you like Kevin Sullivan being thrown around like a rag doll, like being used as a battering ram?
And he's like, awesome.
How embarrassing is that for a grown man, though?
Yeah. Yeah. It's really bad.
Is it up there with the midgets who get treated, booked like they're children
Exactly.
and jumping on Jerry Lawler's lap and stuff? you know?
It's the same.
Yeah. It's the same. I can tell you why it's not the same. The midgets were never, ever in the main event of WrestleMania. That's why it's not the same, Steve. Can we go back here and talk about mudslides? Pubic fat slipping out the side of his fucking gear. Just get bigger gear.
It's not difficult.
Or put on a pair of Spanx under it.
The only thing I can think of is that he has never stood in front of a full-length mirror because he can't see down there unless he stands in front of a full-length mirror, but...
Does he not have any mates? Like Billy fucking no mates over here. Like, surely someone, you know, go, here, John, come over here for a second. Take a seat there, right? Yeah, I was watching your match there on Sunday night, and man, your fucking dick fat is slipping out the side of your onesie. You might want to cover that shit up, mate. Yeah, for the kids.
Oh shit. Just on a separate point, WCW was always losing money every year a little bit, but this year was their biggest loss thanks to signing Hulk Hogan. But they hid the losses saying, oh, Time Warner paid for him, it wasn't us. So it wasn't until 97 where they legit made a profit.
Wow.
But they made such a profit that they wiped out all the years of losses before
Nice.
that.
No, that's fine then. It's long-term planning, you know. It's
Except
absolutely fine.
the money boat left like 18 months later.
Yeah.
Time for David Arquette. So with that, it's time for your actual main event.
Let me tell you something, Zodiac. Yeah. No. Yeah. No. It's getting hot under these lights, huh? Getting real hot, beef.
It's your main event. Ed Leslie started his career. Harrison Leslie started his career as Eddie Golden and Dizzy Golden before being Hulkster's younger brother.
Dizzy? Like, is his gimmick that he's thick?
I don't know. You'll have to ask him. In the WWF, he struck out in a tag team with Greg Valentine as Brute Force.
That's a good name.
It is. He went singles and babyface as his most iconic persona, Brutus the Barber Beefcake. After a parasailing accident, the Bionic Beaver returned to the WWF, but was given the boot when Hogan did in 1993. When Good Guy Hulkster signed for WCW the following year, he negotiated a contract for Beaver, being by his side as Brother Brutai, a non-trademark nickname Hulkster called him in the WWF.
Ridiculous.
On screen, Kevin Sullivan and former WCW champion Ric Flair were gunning for Hogan. And now, a masked man, Nancy Kerrigan, to Hulk's ankle, and would interfere in Hogan's matches for months.
Beaver that day said to his friends, "I have a feeling that Mr. Hogan is going to have a little accident that might keep him from wrestling with us tonight. Take that."
Thank you, Master Sailor.
That precision assault popped it back into place.
Smartly, Brother Brutai even thwarted a masked man to throw people off the scent. When Hogan tried to demask this man, Mask Bra, another masked man, Mask Bra, intervened. It all came to a head at Halloween Havoc 94 when Hogan removed the mask. It was Brother Brutai. He butchered a friendship. Heenan lamenting they did everything together, which Linda Hogan would allege in her book. Seriously, yeah.
Go away.
They were hanging and banging.
That's a load of bollocks.
Yeah,
There's no
she's
way.
selling. She just wants
She's
to sell her
desperate
book.
cunt who wants money and houses. Yeah.
Well, she got them both.
Yeah.
Brutai's heel turn rechristened him the Butcher, immediately forming the three faces of fear with Kevin Sullivan and Mudslide. Last month at Clash of the Champions, although in a losing effort, Butcher keeps the sleeper hold on Hogan for a very long time to get over his deadly finisher, I guess. The three faces of fear intend to end Hulkamania, dethrone King Hogan, take his WCW title, and that brings us to our main event.
I actually thought this was a really good promo package. This was long-term booking. Like they booked this out a long time. It's just a shame it's Brutus and it's not someone good.
Yeah. But I did like that he had like his dummy masked assailant here.
Absolutely. And it wasn't played for laughs. Like, it's not like Owen Hart with the blue blazer and he comes out and there's like a black blue blazer. A Coco Beware comes out and that's you're supposed to pretend. What?
There he is. There he is. Building up to this moment for Butcher to get his shot at becoming a WCW heavyweight champion of the world. The deck has been stacked against Hulk Hogan.
It's brother versus brother. Hulk versus $150,000 a year. Main event. Ed Leslie. Steve, what song does Hogan come out to?
He's got enough on his plate and he doesn't even know what to do.
The actual lyrics. Alright, that's so much better.
I know.
That's your friend, your man. That's the man. The one everyone looks up to. Hulk Hogan. Yeah.
It's just like a slightly shittier, cheaper, more bollocks version of his Vet song. That's
So everything WCW.
yeah, pretty much.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the King of Hulkamania, the WCW Heavyweight Champion of the World, Hulk Hogan!
Michael Buffer does the long boxing style intros, mentioning Commissioner the Honourable Nick Bockwinkle, the Butcher who left when the fame and glory came, and Hulk Hogan, the King of Hulkamania.
Pay me.
And then they play his theme a second time.
Yeah, what was that all about?
It's like, fuck you, man. You already had your song loop. Straight to the outside. Back rake. Yes.
Jay Hunter special.
I actually made note of that. It's like, Jay is going to love this match.
This is Butcher at his best, apparently. Hogan responds with eye rakes, then a face bite.
That has to be a DQ. Come on.
Man, there's no heat here. Two mates wrestling. Nepotism running wild. Hogan smacks him with a steel chair. DQ?
Yeah.
Hello?
Thank you. But not only did he just use a chair, the referee was looking at it. Like, you know, normally when these spots are booked, the ref knows, okay, at this point in time, I'm going to get in an argument with fucking
Jimmy Hart,
Evad or Jimmy Hart, and I'm going to miss the spot. No. I'm just arms on the fucking ropes, looking at it. Well done, Nick Patrick, you fucking moron.
Because they have earpieces, so, you know, it's not like he lost track of time or something, you know? Butcher does the booty man's high knee.
High knee.
And Zodiac's L Tomahawk pose. Straight into a choke. And the claw! Which immediately goes Magna. Did mark out. Leslie KOs the crowd with a lengthy sleeper hold, which is supposed to be this big plot point of the match.
That's his finisher, right?
That's what he has perfected over his decades in this business. And Hogan's still not out cold after like 40 seconds. This takes like 8 seconds to knock someone out if done correctly. Wrestling.
Friendship means nothing, as when Leslie pins Hogan puts his hands positioned for the kick out.
It's really bad.
Fuck's sake. And very early on in the match, Leslie body slams Hogan. Leslie wasn't even going to pin him, but Hogan's still kicking out. He's just like, I'm just kicking out. This didn't affect me at all.
I just need to let you know, brother, that if you covered me, I kick out at one.
Hulk up he does. Punch, punch, punch. Throw to the ropes, and the faces of fear run in. Quake, in no hurry to be Hogan's punching bag, jogs at a leisurely pace. Hogan fends them off. Big leg, 1, 2, 3. It was nice of Kevin Sullivan to wait until the 3 before belting it to him.
Why was it no DQ again after the interference?
He's letting it go.
Right. Consistency, lads, right?
There is finger wagging. You can't see.
I am currently wagging my finger at WCW's booking, right? So, in the other matches that ended in DQ on this card, the only things that caused a DQ was interference. Now, happens in the main event, it doesn't matter. No, it's grand, because it's not part of the fucking booking. Ugh, it's so annoying. This build fits really well to having a no DQ match. These are former best friends, best buds. They've broken up. And now they fucking hate each other and they want to kill each other. Therefore, they've both agreed to no DQ.
Which is fine.
Yeah, what a shit match. 12:07. Randy Savage runs in a gorgeous Mania 8 Super Kings cigarettes outfit. He pretends to form an alliance with the faction, but Pearl Harper's Sullivan. The Mega Powers push the heels back and celebrate in ring. Hogan equipped with the steel chair, and Savage, interestingly, brandishing the world title. Hogan's world title.
Ooh.
Hulk sees it, and he's like, what is this? It's a very smart visual. I thought it was a great plot point to bring it up. Hogan is given the belt, and the two babyface celebrate. The other thing I love is Hogan invites him to Hogan pose with him, but Macho poses.
Yeah, he does the like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Hogan's chair shots on the Faces of Fear, like brushing them. Like, I'm not asking for you to smack them, but like make it a little bit.
Hogan got his chair shots from the Lance Storm school of chair shots.
A bit of sizzle there.
There's a chair between the eyes.
Do you have anything on the match, Steve, by the way? Just
It was terrible. It was shockingly bad for this to be your main event at your WrestleMania, to have like, okay, Hogan is the biggest name of all time, but Beaver's a fucking mid-carder. Like, he's verging on jobber. He's been Hogan's bitch for 20 years. He's so fucking average. Like, he does nothing that separates him from the pack. Like, I thought his selling, it's like the worst comedy selling you'll ever, like, he does like bug eyes, and if someone hits him, he'll, rather than taking a bump, he'll do the kind of drunkenly walk around for 10 seconds before taking a flat back bump. I've nothing good to say about this match. Nothing good.
what about Hogan with his X-Pac karate stuff in the corner?
I didn't see this.
What?
Did he say what?
I think he's. I hope.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, we'll see Macho and Hogan down the line. A feud that wouldn't materialise. Interestingly, we're not done. Nitro was still 9 months away, so why not? We'll have a post-match promo right now. Hogan thanks Macho for keeping him razor sharp and on his toes, but laments that he had to beat a piece of himself, that he couldn't turn Butcher face again. Vader confronts Hogan, saying he's scared of the US champion and new #1 contender, and calls him out to his face.
Question.
How can you call someone out to his face? Like, I'm calling you out. Hello?
Come here to me face, you. Vader's promo here, the verbiage was shockingly bad.
I actually thought it was Earthquake until he came on the screen. Because it was like, oh my gosh, come on.
You're stealing your thoughts.
Anyway, so Bockwinkle. Let's fucking talk about this clown, right? Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Right. So Vader comes out, right? They set up this match. He's the #1 contender. He's the new US champion. That's fine. And then Bockwinkle needs to come out to like make this match official, right? One line. This match will take place at our next pay-per-view, blah, 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 on the blah, blah, blah of blah, 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 19, blah, 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 right? That's not that fucking difficult, right? Jesus Christ, like getting blood from a stone. You see, Mean Gene has his working boots on for this segment, and he's feeding him his lines, and he still can't do it. He can't get the words out, and then in the end, Mean Gene just has to be like, segment's over, the match is going to happen, get the fuck out of here, Nick. It's up there with the worst promo attempts I've ever seen.
This guy was like an AWA world champion, like the face of AWA.
Yeah, he's the fucking president of the NWA.
He's fucking shit.
Awful.
Nick Bockwinkle, get in here. Please.
There's no question.
A little decorum, gentlemen.
What's his problem?
Yeah.
There's no question.
You're on the spot, Bockwinkle.
Vader has, he won the three-way match.
The triangle match.
The triangle match. He won the U.S. Heavyweight Championship.
Yes.
His demands are legitimate. As many times as I have butted heads with this guy,
Bockwinkle,
and you know that for a fact.
I don't think there's any room in any sport for somebody that acts like that.
But what he did here was out of line. But I mean,
Nick, that's enough.
Have to be discussed.
There's a lot of pushy-wishy, you know. Also, Jerry Saggs is dressed as Bart Simpson. Orange tee and blue pants.
Beautiful.
I was saying something good about this. I love how Vader was only shot from behind because he's the heel and he dominates the frame, as opposed to the baby faces who were kind of all on the other side. So I thought that looked great. Fuck it, oh my Bockwinkle.
Oh my Bockwinkle.
You got through Starrcade. Let's see what happens in 95.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Yeah.
What do you think of the show? Amazing, revolutionary, trend-setting, Bockwinkling.
It varied wildly throughout this show, from the awesomeness that was like Arn versus Johnny B. Bad, Triple H versus Alex Wright, Aloha Arn, Jerry Saggs surprising me in being far better than I thought he ever should have been. Mr. T-Shirt. I thought Mr. Avalanche.
T-Shirt, that's very good.
Avalanche versus Sting was pretty good. But like for everything that I liked, there was something that was so much fucking worse. First of all, the state of your graphics pack. Oh my god. Saved by the Bell is like
Saved?
Yeah, once
the text going, dancing text.
Yeah, and little fucking lightning bolts and circles that look like the symbol from the Dreamcast and things like that. Like, just awful stuff. Duggan refusing to make Vader look strong, I thought was disgusting. Bill Apter, fuck off. Stevie Ray, just limited. Like, he could do nothing. He can punch, he can kick, but unfortunately he does it to the wrong person and just kills the fucking match stone dead. Sullivan versus Mr. T. Awful, awful. It's saved by the monumental botching. It's the only thing. It's full fucking circle. But DQ finishes, non-clean finishes up and down the card. Your booking doesn't make sense. And of course, Beefers comedy selling in a WrestleMania main event, just wildly out of place. And then just to end it off with Nick Bockwinkle. Mwah. So overall, I had an easy time watching this show.
You fucking like this. I think that's like a good summary.
Yeah.
For you. For
It suited Steve's taste.
Yeah. See, like, I thought you would like it, actually. For me, I was actually really disappointed in the show generally, in that I was expecting to be very entertained, and not necessarily in a good way.
Where's the bollocks?
Yeah, where's the bollocks? Where's the Halloween Havoc 95 bollocks? There was very little of that. There was just matches and fuck finishes, pins or not, and Nick Bockwinkle. But like, that's
This guy is already in the running for a golden nugget. Please tell me he's in more of these shows. Please.
Yes.
Yes!
If you want to be famous in 20 years, be shit right now.
Oh, Adam Rose knows what he's doing, doesn't he?
I think I'm more on your side, Steve. A bad show, but it's great to see pre-modern, pre-NWO, too cool for school wrestling, you know? There was no good wrestling on the show. No good, or, you know, with or without the inverted commas. Vader Duggan was the best match on the card, the main event. But it was a very easy watch, you know? Only 7 matches as well. Everything was like 15 minutes though. Jesus. Ric Flair was booking at the time, and he'd get kicked off after refusing the job to Savage at the following year's Great American Bash. And then Kevin Sullivan took over, and the real bollocks can begin. I'm very much looking forward to Kevin Sullivan's WCW.
Yes.
And we will get that next time. So, about this show, the big scandal backstage was that the main event for this pay-per-view was constantly changing. Since Hulk's contract actually expired after Starrcade, there was a lot of catering to him in the months prior to get him to re-sign. Originally, it was Hogan Flair, then Hogan Sting, then Hogan Vader, which was the way it was going until Hogan abruptly changed his mind about it, and last minute, Hogan Beefer. However, Hogan agreed to work with Vader after this, so all's grand.
Well, for your biggest show of the year, Beefer, not grand.
150 grand. The original plans for 1995 in WCW was getting the belt off Hogan and onto Savage so that they could replicate the Mega Powers Explode storyline of WrestleMania 5. To do this, it was thrown around that Ed Leslie would win the world title so he could drop it to Savage.
Who threw that around? Ed Leslie?
Fucking hell.
I don't think that was ever seriously considered. But the Hogan Savage feud wouldn't ever really materialised. Like, they did wrestle in a singles pay-per-view together, Halloween Havoc 96, but it wasn't for the belt. It wasn't a big feud. Old Dizzy Hogan, he'd never hit these heights again. With the failure and split of the Faces of Fear, what would become of the Butcher? Join us next time for the pay-per-view with no name, Fall Brawl 95. Alright, let's take it to the Wrestling Is... segment.
Have you seen the episode of Boy Meets World that Vader?
Oh, with Vader, yeah.
Boy Meets World? Boys Meet World? OSW Boys Meet World.
Oh, that's the name of our panel.
That's amazing.
Jay, you were a fan, weren't you?
No, sorry.
You were. Did you do a Wrestling is Awesome segment with this?
No, but it's in the pipeline. Steve, can you?
Now, Frankie, I accept the fact that you don't want to be a wrestler like your pappy.
I'm just happy to come down here to watch you work out.
Hey, I got a shot at the belt. And I've been working on this new move. It's called the Vader Salt.
Could I see it?
Of course you can. Yeah.
Move one step to your left.
All right, Dad! Yeah, son. I've been working on this new move. It's called the Vader Salt.
Come see Vader and his amazing moves.
And his amazing move.
So that does it for this week, folks. Great stuff, man.
Yes, it was.
Ooh, yes. No. What do I usually say?
Yes.
No. Remember, you can catch all of our episodes free of charge and in IMAX flavored 4:3 full screen at oswreview.com. And while you're there, pick up a nice t-shirt at t-shirt.oswreview.com. So it's a goodbye from OC
Bede
and V1
Bockwinkle
and myself, Jay Hunter. And remember, a winner is you. Man, poor old Bockwinkle.
Fucking skewered.
He got it.
He fucking deserved it. One line. This match is booked. Yeah.